And of course, at the end of the episode, Nadine, that idiot, went up to the bell tower.
You think I'm scared to go to hell? Fuck that. I'm from Jersey.
What is going on, everybody? Back here again for your episode 7 live reaction. We're gonna change up the format today, so instead of my regular review, I'm gonna watch the show in real time and give my thoughts. So real quick, because this episode just like caught up with me so fast. By the time I was getting ready to review episode 5, I was just like, why am I gonna do episode 5 when episode not 6 but 7 is here already? Episode 6. I was getting ready to do that. I was gonna do them separately, but then you know what? I said I'm just gonna give my quick thoughts here. So give me like 1 minute, just 1 minute, y'all. All right, so real quick rundown to episode 5. We found out the whereabouts of Anthony. We found out he's been being tortured by Bald Chucky, and that was just like that part of the episode was just, I was just like, ugh, because you know, he was like taking parts of his flesh, and he had it on his, like he was wearing it like a medallion. You saw him with the dog tags. And I'm questioning, like, what is Bald Chucky supposed to represent? Was Chucky in the army or something like that? Towards the end of the episode, when he got killed by Anthony, he was going into the, I guess his life was flashing before his eyes. He was the horror, and you saw like the battlefield and the helicopter, all that stuff playing in his mind. So I was like, is that supposed to be a part of his history? You know? And then another thing we found out was Dr. Bixter, and how there was actually an innocent part of Chucky that she wanted to basically, you know, get out of him. So like all these Chucky dolls kind of represent a little piece of his psyche. So I like how they threw that in there. Also, you had the scene with Kyle, who looks nothing like the character from the last season. I'm looking back, I was like, this does not look like the same person. Maybe it's the, you know, the hair color change or whatever, but yeah, they were sitting down with Nica, and of course the Chucky inside of her, and there was this part where she took off, like she had this fake ear or something like that, so that kind of grossed me out. So yeah, Kyle has been through some things, and they just all acknowledge that Chucky has kind of took something from them, you know, in their life. And then also you had the Good Chucky here, and we started seeing glimpses of evil, you know, starting to come out of him in that scene where, you know, there was the fly that was like bothering him or whatever, and then he he threw the pinpoint on the fly and killing him. So I was like, oh man, he's starting to pop out again. And then also we had Good Chucky, not Good Chucky, but yeah, no, Buff Chucky versus Bald Chucky, or the Colonel. And we didn't get much here, so I kind of wanted like a little duel between them, but what ended up happening was he was like, the Buff Chucky was eating some type of protein cracker or something, and it was laced with arsenic from the Colonel here. So just logic gap. When did he have time to make this little, you know, treat for him and that he ate and died from? So there were some other logic holes in here as well. With Andy, you just had a whole flesh ripped from you piece by piece. You've been tortured over a year, and when they saved him and brought him back to the church or whatever, and he just miraculously recovered, I'm like, you missing a whole leg of flesh, my dude. How are you just popping around killing dolls and you all fine now? But anyway, you know, so those were one of the logic gaps there that I was kind of know with. And also Dr. Bixter is like strong as hell for some reason. So there, you know, when her and Andy fell down the stairs and she hit him with that gun and overpowered, I'm like, what is going on? Where is this old lady getting this power from? And then other than that, before we get to the end here, we did have basically the revelation of what Chucky's plan is, the one that's inside Nica anyway, and of course is to get back inside the Good Chucky doll. So we found out him and the Dr. Bixter are actually in cahoots. So that's what's going on. It's finally revealed to everybody else that Chucky is actually alive inside the doll. Dr. Bryce, you know, he's going to call the Vatican and everything like that. And that's setting up for the next episode that they're supposed to do an exorcism in. And of course, at the end of the episode, Nadine, that idiot, went up to the bell tower. The Chucky, you know, this Chucky used to be a psycho killer doll. The one you think is a good puppy doll or whatever. And he's sitting by the window with his arms like this. And I'm like, man, he was about to throw her ass out that damn window. And of course he did. And she's dead. The sweet, adorable Nadine. I like Nadine, but she's a fucking idiot. So that is my quick thoughts on episode 6. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get into my live review reaction of episode 7. One more episode before the finale. Let's get into it, guys. If you did like my quick little episode 5 review, make sure to smash that thumbs up right now, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, man. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into this thing, y'all. Idiot. R.I.P. Nadine.
What'd you do to your hair?
Exactly. What did this? I don't even recognize her from last season. I'm like, is this a different actress? It's the same actress, but it looks totally different. I did not recognize her when she first popped up. It was episode 5 or 4 or whatever. I was like, that's not the same lady, but whatever.
I wasn't having any fun as a blonde. What did you do to yours? You look like fucking Jesus.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, you're talking about an exorcism?
Father Bryce.
So that was the intro there. So from what I gather here, they're going to be doing a traditional exorcism to switch bodies with the Chucky that's in Nica and the doll that's inside the Chucky, the Good Chucky or whatever. So no, I do it, Dembella, give me the power, I bet. Come on, man, I need to hear that chant. But let's see where this goes.
Okay, no, I have to go. We have to get out of here.
Okay, logic hole right here. Why did she just send her daughter to go inside the diner? Nobody would have recognized her, so she took the risk of people recognizing her for what? You got a whole child right here that is capable of going to get food. Continue.
Nica Pierce, I don't think we've ever actually met.
Actually, we have. But you were Chucky at the time.
Right.
I babysit her out an 8th story window. That's how it started.
Stabbed me while I was in the womb.
Shit.
King Kong ain't got shit on me!
It's like a Chucky Survivor Support Group meeting.
I loved Nadine too. Not sorry.
Oh, this is a trip, man. I'm not sure what's good. I don't know if he just like playing with him or he's like literally just bipolar going back and forth between good Chucky and bad Chucky or whatnot. But yeah, it's time to get him up out of here. But we know, of course, Chucky is not going to die. There can't be a series called Chucky unless Chucky is there. So maybe this form of Chucky is going to die. But you know, I guess the OG, I guess you could call him the OG Chucky that's inside Nica, you know.
Power of Christ compels you.
You think I'm scared to go to hell? Fuck that. I'm from Jersey.
Let's take a copyright break. I don't know how I'm gonna split this stuff up. I just wanted to acknowledge classic Chucky. Chucky is from New Jersey. If y'all didn't know, continue. So much for that plan. Oh my God. Oh man, did she try to get hit by the truck or something? Did you not see the truck coming? But yeah. So for Jennifer Tilly, but I think I know what's gonna happen. The Belle doll is still with Caroline, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the only other option she has. So I think that's the route she's gonna go down, maybe.
Stand back. To hell. You first, Father.
Oh, there we go. Give me the power, I beg of you. But hold on, y'all. Where is the Chucky that was just inside the priest? Did he die along with Father Bryce? Where's he at? Don't know. But we get in the Dambala chant. Continue. Wait a minute. How does she know the chant? Well, I guess if she planned with Chucky to, I guess, do this, so I guess he taught her the chant. Okay. Here she go.
Jake.
Honestly, I thought she was gonna after that last episode, I thought she was possibly gonna take out Father Bryce, but leave it to Chucky. I got on the Lexi train. I want her to die again now. She was a liability. Yeah, Jake too. The only sensible one was Devin.
I will.
Damn. Oh, that was a lot. So I don't know about Glenda right there. She was looking kind of evil-ish, like she wanted to carry on the legacy. So that's what I'm getting from that scene. So let's carry on.
I'm grateful for what you guys did for me.
I ain't gonna lie, I am gonna miss her acting like Chucky because she's like spot on like her father. So shout out to Nica there. So I don't know what is left for her character if the doll is no longer in her. I'm knocking stuff over. Well, I guess, if Chucky is going to come back. So I guess she's still going to be aiding getting him up out of here, I guess. I don't know. But it seems like Nika's storyline is kind of over, sort of. How is she using these arms? I still don't get how she is so adept at using these robotic arms, but okay. There you go. All right. Good episode. I thought it was a little slow, maybe like in the first half and the build up. But of course, you need a little build. But when the exorcism started kicking in and Chucky was just throwing shots at everybody, love that part. But we saw at the end here that, of course, Chucky is inside of Dr. Bixter, the one that was in the doll. So does this mean that OG Chucky is, it's still all of it's a part of his soul. So, but I always saw like the ringleader as the one that was inside Nica. So he's dead. So I'm guessing that was the one that was when they performed the exorcism, when it left, when the old dude exploded, it left and went inside Dr. Bixter. So it just went inside the people that were uncleans, or well, she willingly, she was already down with Chucky, so that was obvious. But with Father Bryce, he has these reservations, questioning himself and maybe not fully confident as far as his faith in God or whatnot. So I guess that's what led, that opening, for him to be controlled by Chucky. So basically he wasn't pure. Even though that is very ironic considering, he has the highest position in the church there. Well, in, not like in, the hierarchy as far as Catholicism, but, that church. But yeah, good ending, because I'm like Chucky is still got to be around. So, so there you have it. That is episode 7. I think I'll just leave episode 8. I know the preview is up, but I think I'll just, you know, check that out another time. But yeah, good episode. I would have to say I felt like it was a little slow in the beginning. Let's just say 8.5. Let's say 8.5, but still it ended off great with Nica. I'm wondering, like, what is her purpose now, you know? And then Jennifer rolls up, of course, and so Glen took a bullet. So we're gonna see what happens with that. Is if I were to predict, I don't think they brought that Glen doll back for nothing. So are they gonna put Glen back inside the doll? That would probably be my prediction there. And like I said, I think this is Kyle's last episode, so I think that's it for Kyle. I don't know about Andy either. You know, just the way it showed them walking off and going back to that call back to Child's Play 2. I felt like it was kind of somewhat of a write-off, but I at least keep Andy. I don't really care about Kyle like that. It was nice to see her return, but you know, she just looks so weird on camera. So let's just keep Andy in there and I'll be fine. Other than that, another good episode. Anything else I can think of? You know, they did bring Nadine back in hallucinogenic form. Because Lexi, you know, went back on the pills, relapsed for a second there. But yeah, totally. They would have got what they wanted if Lexi was in there with them. Well, you know what? Because Lexi, she had all those demons, so to say, inside her with the pill addiction and having a hard time coming to grips with herself. You know, would she have been a vessel for Chucky once he got, you know, excised or whatnot? So maybe it was best that she wasn't in the room, but let's assume, you know, he wasn't able to enter inside her like everybody else. Well, it's not really proven that he could not do that, you know, but it seems like the only bodies he jumped in were the people that were, you know, fully cleansed, so to say, after their confessional. So, you know, that remains, you know, to be a mystery there. But yeah, at that moment, I'm just like, come on, Lexi, you messing up here. But you know, I guess I'll forgive her. I don't want you to die, Lexi. I was just a little upset with you. But one more episode left. I do think we're going to see Caroline and her family again. Lexi and her family again. We'll see Caroline again. I do think she'll make one more appearance. I have not watched the preview yet. I saw like a little thumbnail and I saw Chucky, like it's supposed to be like a Christmas episode. So we'll see. But anyway, guys, that has been your live edition of your Chucky review here. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all did, make sure to smash that thumb up button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see y'all next time, y'all. I'm out.